It is now time for the Royal Rumble match. Now, the two superstars that drew numbers 1 and 2 will start in the ring at the same time. Other superstars will join in the order that they drew. This will continue until all 20 superstars have entered the ring. Elimination occurs when you are thrown over the top rope and both feet touch the floor. The last remaining superstar will be declared the winner. Introducing the participants first. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, CM Punk. Introducing the individual who drew number 2. From San Francisco, California, weighing 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso. Felt like a lion in a room full of vultures. Try to send me back, but the bird got focused. Gave me no shot, but the girl still noticed. Repping my culture, repping my hair, lava like a soldier. Time off flag hanging off of my wrist. Step Steve Nash.
CM Punk and Jimmy Uso start out this match. CM Punk and Uso both from the Raw division here. CM Punk qualified with his teammates Godfather and Sheamus. Jimmy Uso qualified with Blue Meanie and John Cena. We got a nice suplex from CM Punk to the comparative rookie of Jimmy Uso. But Jimmy Uso has family ties here with a nice DDT onto CM Punk. Now this is a Royal Rumble. A DDT can lend your opponent onto the mat, but they'll have to be picked up off the mat and then put over the top rope here. And we get our next entrant number 3, Dr. Dust Steve Williams from ECW. Now, he qualified in with Bret Hart and Heath Slater earlier tonight. Now, for any of those who don't know, all of these wrestlers, sans 2 of them, had to qualify through a series of 6-man tag matches with randomized partners. And it looked like Uso was calling to Williams to help him out there, but Williams actually broke up that grab onto CM Punk for a nice belly-to-belly suplex, which got turned around on him, in which Jimmy Uso actually suplexed Williams. And he gets a nice jawbreaker onto Jimmy Uso here from CM Punk. Now Punk and Uso represent half the qualified members of the Raw roster in this Royal Rumble here. There are 4 members of the Raw roster, 4 members of the SmackDown roster, 3 members of the Raw's World roster, 4 members of the ECW roster, and 2 members of the TNA roster. And here we have Undertaker representing the Raw's War brand, making his slow way into the ring as we get a big move coming in from Steve Williams. Actually a giant swing, gonna send Uso around that ring. Surprised he didn't try and toss him all the way out through the ropes. That would be an absolutely devastating move, especially if Uso ended up against the barricade, as we see a huge clothesline from Undertaker to Punk, as Uso does a jawbreaker to Williams. Now Williams got a headlock, Undertaker has a headlock. Nice scoop slam by Williams, as CM Punk is on the ropes here, but able to get away, punching away the Undertaker there. It looks like Williams has Uso in a corner here, gonna try and put him up over the top rope in that corner, but Uso's gonna push him away. as we get a tie up here once again. 4 competitors, 2 groups of 2. Usually if you want to last very long in this type of matchup, you want odd numbers like number 5. You hear the Hart Foundation music. That's Jim the Anvil Neidhart coming in here. He's also representing Raw's War, just like Undertaker. So that's 2 out of the 3 for tonight. Jim Neidhart actually qualified with Dolph Ziggler. As we see, Undertaker got eliminated by CM Punk. It's actually our first elimination. A very disappointing showing for The Undertaker, the great phenom. Beaten by the best in the world, CM Punk. As the Anvil comes in and does a suplex right to CM Punk. Punk gets picked up here by Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Now Neidhart actually qualified twice, technically. As you see Uso almost being able to get Williams out of this ring. Pushing him with his foot here. Trying to get him out. Williams barely hanging on as CM Punk gets sent over the top rope by Anvil. Anvil now going to be pushing on the side and actually pushes out CM Punk. CM Punk is the second eliminated tonight by Jim the Anvil Neidhart. That Foundation is doing well so far, as we see now Dolph Ziggler, another Raw representative here, walking by CM Punk on his way to the ring as he got a nice swinging neckbreaker. Now Dolph Ziggler also qualified with Neidhart. They were teammates together earlier tonight. Will they work together or will they fight each other in this matchup? And Dolph Ziggler looks to go straight for Uso, but he's going to look towards Anvil now. He actually grabs him. Neidhart thought he was going to be a good friend, or at least a temporary ally in this fight, as it is every man for himself. But Anvil's now going to go the offensive onto Dolph Ziggler, as Uso and Williams continue to fight in the middle of the ring. Uso up against the ropes. Ziggler over the top rope, barely hanging on. Skins the cat, able to get back into the ring. Just barely, as Uso gets sent over the top rope by Dr. Death, Steve Williams. Gonna push him out. Actually, yes, he was able to push him out. Williams able to eliminate Uso here, the third elimination, as we see John Cena come into the ring now. The last of the Raw entrants, and he's only at number 7. Of the 7 men that have entered the ring so far, 4 of them have been from Raw. That was a tongue twister. As you see, a right to the back from Williams to Anvil, but he gets attacked by Cena right away. Cena gets kicked in the gut, and a tie-up with Williams as Anvil whips around. Ziggler with a nice jawbreaker. And now Cena gets whipped around. As you see Anvil with a nice belly-to-belly suplex to Ziggler, sending him into the corner there. Gonna now pick up Ziggler as John Cena gets a nice tilt-a-whirl slam applied to him from Dr. Death. Nice reverse leg sweep by Ziggler. And now he's gonna push Anvil into the corner there as Dr. Death has Cena up, and a lateral body press sends Cena out right away. Cena just got into this ring and was not able to see the next entrant. And that next entrant is AJ Styles, representative of Impact Wrestling, also known as TNA, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, as we see a nice swinging neckbreaker combination from Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Dr. Death Steve Williams looking to also attack both Ziggler and Neidhart, but he gets attacked by Neidhart now. Williams and Neidhart squaring off as Ziggler and AJ Styles also square off, as we see a huge suplex by Ziggler sends AJ Styles down to the mat. AJ Styles qualified with The Undertaker, who we saw earlier, and Paul Wright, who we'll be seeing later in the Rumble, as Neidhart is on the ropes. A nice swing kick by AJ Styles to Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler has AJ on his back as we hear the crowd slightly counting for the next entrant. And it is the other TNA representative, Kazarian. Kazarian was able to qualify himself into this matchup with John Laurinaitis and The Big Show. As we see a nice side suplex by Dolph Ziggler to AJ Styles. Nice, interesting move there by Dr. Death to the Anvil. As we see Kazarian now get into this ring. Nice snap suplex by Jim the Anvil Neidhart to Dr. Death. As Kazarian whips Niedhart into the corner. He's going to put him up in that corner. He's going to try and get him up on the top rope. Williams taking a little bit of a breather here. Just eyeing Kazarian and Anvil tying up together as Anvil goes over the top rope, but able to bring himself back in. The athleticism of such a big man to be able to pull himself in, even though he got sent over the top rope by Kazarian. As Dr. Death now gets sent into the opposite corner by Kazarian. Kazarian wants to get people out of this ring. He doesn't want this ring to get filled up to 6 people, because he knows that'll take him longer. And we hear the Hart Foundation music once again, and this time it's Bret Hart. Bret the Hitman Hart, qualified with Dr. Death and Heath Slater earlier in the night. Will he protect Dr. Death from his Hart Foundation member, Jim the Anvil Neidhart? It does not appear so, as he immediately starts attacking Dolph Ziggler on the ropes, and he has him on the ropes here as Dr. Death is up high, but he doesn't get sent over the top rope. He gets sent down to the mat as Ziggler gets sent over the top rope and is eliminated by Bret Hart. Bret Hart eliminates Ziggler quite quickly after he enters the ring. Kazarian almost eliminating the other TNA representative in this Royal Rumble, AJ Styles. He has him on the ropes. He's trying to push him off that apron, and he does. He is the sole survivor so far for TNA Wrestling. And now, they tie up once again. Bret Hart representing WCW here. His friend, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, actually representing Raw's War. Initially planning to be a tag team partner of Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, but British Bulldog ended up winning the Hardcore title, so he has been pursuing that. As you see a tray of woe from Bret Hart and a series of chops by Dr. Death to try and get Neidhart out of this ring. He pushes him against the ropes. He's got him reeling here. And a giant dropkick by the big man actually sends him to the apron. He isn't able to get Anvil out of this ring yet, but he's going to put the boots to him. And he's able to push Neidhart out. And Dr. Death eliminates yet another person from this Rumble. This is his third person he has eliminated. As we see another big man, even bigger than the rest. The biggest man in this Rumble, Paul Wight, representing WCW. He represented the team of AJ Styles, Undertaker, and himself from earlier tonight. And his 2 compatriots have already been eliminated from this Royal Rumble. Kazarian now going to be whipping around Dr. Death, and a big elbow to the face of Dr. Death. There are no more Raw entrants for this Royal Rumble. All of them have been eliminated at this point. We have 2 WCW entrants that just got in recently. They were the first entrants. As you see, Dr. Death gets spilled over the top rope by Kazarian. That is Kazarian's second elimination so far. He eliminated AJ Styles, and now he eliminates Dr. Death, as he just watches on as the 2 WCW competitors fight each other here. But actually grabs Paul Wight, grabs the big man, and is going to send him around the ring for a huge elbow to the face. Huge kick from Kazarian, and now a tie-up. He's going to get grabbed by Big Show. As we hear the heartbeat, or the digital signal, of the originator of the FTW title. The title of this match is for Tazz. Tazz makes his way to the ring, representing ECW. As we see Kazarian get hit by Paul Wight. Huge discus shoulder by Kazarian as he got Paul Wight against the ropes here. The giant of WCW. As Bret Hart gets pushed against the ropes, but fights back. Fights against Tazz. Gets a headlock on Tazz, but gets countered into a nice sleeper hold drop. Both WCW competitors are on the mat by their respective opponents here. As we get a number 5 entrant, 5th entrant into this ring. He's actually entrant number 13, Sabu, the only other man to ever hold the FTW title, as he won it from Tazz. We get a headlock onto Tazz from Bret Hart. Now Bret Hart's going to whip Tazz into that corner. And now, huge boot from Bret Hart actually sends Tazz out of this ring. The originator of the FTW title is not going to be able to get it. As we see a huge pickup by Kazarian actually throwing out Paul Wight from this matchup. Paul Wight can't believe it. And I can't believe it either. Kazarian shouldn't have that amount of strength to be able to pick up the Big Show like that. But the amount of effort that he had to go through to do that. He was able to get Big Show onto his shoulder and get him off and out of this ring, as we see a huge atomic drop by Bret Hart. Now Bret Hart has eliminated 2 people so far. Kazarian has eliminated 3. Sabu just got into this ring. Now, will he be able to eliminate someone, or will he be like the others these 2 men have eliminated so far? We got a chop from Bret Hart as we hear the Great Wight, Sheamus, making his way into the ring. Qualified here with CM Punk and Godfather. He is the first entrant of the SmackDown brand, and he is entrant number 14. We know 3 of the next 6 entrants are going to be from SmackDown, as we see Sabu get pushed against the ropes by Bret Hart, but he was able to fight away. Now Bret Hart gets an elbow to his face and a nice clothesline from Sabu. Leg sweep by Kazarian to Sheamus here. Grabbing the back. Armbar as Sheamus is against the ropes by Kazarian. Kazarian's eliminated 3 people already. Will this be his 4th? But no, Sheamus fights out of the way, but gets pushed back against it. Will Kazarian be able to do it? Bret Hart gets sent into the corner. Will Sabu try to eliminate Bret Hart here? A huge shot by the big Irishman. As Bret Hart is up on the top rope, Sabu has him. He's going to try and push him over the top rope. As we see John Laurinaitis come towards the ring. Bret Hart just barely making it back into the ring, having to crawl on to the apron there. John Laurinaitis, the general manager of Raw and SmackDown, as we see a nice combination to try and enter the arm of Sabu. And now he's going to pick up Sabu as Sheamus calls for a big move onto Kazarian. A series of strikes and a swinging neckbreaker by Kazarian to Sheamus. Laurinaitis eyeing Bret Hart and Sabu. Now Sheamus is going to grab Sheamus, put him against the ropes here. Gets an elbow to his face for his efforts. But able to get a back body drop onto Sheamus is Laurinaitis, as Sabu is all the way on the outside and gets a huge elbow to his face by Bret Hart. Sends Sabu out, eliminates him. That's his 3rd elimination of the night, folks. As Bret Hart gets tied up with John Laurinaitis now, and Sheamus and Kazarian continue to duke it out, with Kazarian getting a nice boot to Sheamus' gut. They tie up once again. Kazarian with a headlock onto Sheamus and an armbar. Now, Laurinaitis qualified with Kazarian and this man, the Big Show. A full team will be making the ring if Laurinaitis can hold out. If Laurinaitis will not get tipped over by Bret Hart here. But Kazarian able to do a huge clothesline, sending Sheamus over the top rope and out to the outside. As Show makes his way into this ring. Show will not be seeing his arch rival, Sheamus, here. But he'll tie up right away with his tag partner. He won't want to save his friend, apparently, as Laurinaitis just gets eliminated by Bret Hart. That's his 4th elimination of the night. As you see Kazarian with a nice swinging neckbreaker out of the corner to Bret Hart here, eliminating his tag partner. Show, friends with Laurinaitis, trying to get Hart out of this arena. Kazarian tying up with Hart once again in the middle of this ring. Hart getting the back of Kazarian. He's going to whip Kazarian around this ring for a nice sidewalk slam into a backbreaker and a nice leg drop. As you see Heath Slater make his way into the ring. Now Slater qualified with Bret Hart. So will he help Bret Hart here against the other team that qualified, Show and Kazarian? He's sure making a slow walk to the ring here as Hart gets sent into the corner here by Big Show. Big Show gets a few elbows to the face by the Hitman as the one-man band, the lead singer of the 3-man band, Heath Slater, makes his way into the middle of the ring. Slater sends Show into that other tie-up, breaking up the tie-up, and now he sends Show into the opposite corner. He's going to whip Show, actually get a huge headbutt by Show to his face, as you see a nice backbreaker from Bret Hart to Kazarian. He's been putting a lot of damage on Kazarian throughout this matchup now. Nice neckbreaker by Heath Slater, as you get a jawbreaker from Bret Hart. Huge tie-up now. 2 SmackDown competitors, 1 TNA competitor, and a WCW competitor. And now the Glass Raw's World competitor to join them. Number 18, the Godfather. he qualified with CM Punk and Sheamus. His two tag partners are already out of the matchup. As you see, Bret Hart knocked down Big Show. He's going to try and call for a timeout, but he's not going to quite get it. As Show goes to Heath Slater and tries to connect, but Hart now attacking Show once again. Show going to do a nice big headbutt to Bret Hart once again. And now, Bret Hart dazed in the middle of the ring. Kazarian biding his time, having these four other men fight it out as he just waits. He's going to pick up Bret Hart. Bret Hart looks very dazed. And now Hart's in the corner here. Hip toss by Kazarian out of the corner. As we see headbutt by Godfather to Heath Slater. Chop from Hart to Big Show, setting him against the ropes. But Kazarian grabs him from behind and does a nice leg sweep, sending him down to the mat. As he gets a 6-man to fill this ring is Chris Jericho, number 19, representing WCW. There's only one man left, a representative of ECW left to come into this matchup. As we see, Heath Slater in the corner with Godfather, and Bret Hart in the corner gets a huge clothesline applied to him by Kazarian, sending Bret Hart out of the ring. Now Chris Jericho is the only hope for WCW. Kazarian, the only hope for TNA. Godfather, the only hope for the Raw's War roster. The last entrant, number 20, only member of ECW able to get the title. Two SmackDown competitors, Heath Slater and Big Show, are still left in this matchup. As we get Heath Slater getting Jericho up onto the top rope. He's going to try and push Jericho over the top rope as Big Show gets sent to the corner. And yes, Jericho gets sent out of the ring even though he was the freshest man in that ring. Heath Slater eliminates WCW from the Royal Rumble. As we see a huge chop to the SmackDown brethren. As we see Kazarian put against the ropes by the Godfather. We see a huge knee from Heath Slater to Big Show. Heath Slater wiping some sweat from his brow. We will be seeing a number 20 soon. As we see Kazarian get put over the top rope and stomped by the Godfather. Godfather trying to push Kazarian out, and yes, he's able to eliminate Kazarian. Finally, he eliminated 5 people from this Royal Rumble. He eliminated 1/4 of the Rumble by himself, did Kazarian, and he was eliminated by the Godfather. As you see, the man who drew number 20, one of the main members of the Job Squad, Blue Meanie. As you see Big Show, Godfather, and Heath Slater fighting it out in the middle of the ring. Headbutt by Godfather to the back of the head of Big Show. And Slater gonna try and attack Big Show as well. Godfather taunting the two of them. I believe especially Big Show. As you see the big man, Blue Meanie, make his way into this ring. Tie up with Godfather. Blue Meanie was brought into this match with John Cena and Jimmy Uso. Now Jimmy Uso draw number 2 as we see Big Show get eliminated by Heath Slater there. There's absolute upset there for Heath Slater to eliminate both Jericho and Big Show from this Royal Rumble. He eliminated 2 huge superstars. As we see a nice Russian leg sweep by Blue Meanie to Godfather. Meanie is the freshest man. He is a member of Team Hardcore. He had his teammate Golddust not able to continue on earlier this evening when he lost his match. As you see Blue Meanie try and tie up now with Heath Slater, the one-man band. Series of tie-ups now between the two of them. And Godfather now grabbing at the back. And now going to send Slater around. And a nice spine buster by Godfather. And a nice stomp. Kick to the gut by Godfather. And get tied up from behind by Blue Meanie. Nice suplex applied to the Godfather. And a stomp. Now Meanie going to be trying to put a clinic onto these 2 other superstars. He has the freshness advantage. He's had less time in this ring. As we have Slater in the corner here. Slater able to kick out of the corner and get a nice neck breaker onto Blue Meanie. And misses that elbow. And now Godfather pushes Meanie into the corner. And a nice tackle in the corner. And the 3 of them go 3-way dance. A tie up in the middle of the ring. All 3 of them. Slater tries to attack Meanie. Meanie attacks Godfather. Godfather attacks Slater. All 3 of them trying to get the edge up in this matchup. As you see, a nice full Nelson slam by Godfather. Godfather pulling Meanie out of the way of that giant splash, doing a lot of damage to Slater. As you see Slater now with a headlock onto Meanie. He's going to do a nice reverse neckbreaker onto Meanie, sending him down to the mat. As you see, Slater now grabbing on to Godfather. Godfather tying up with Slater. And Slater being attacked by both Godfather and Blue Meanie. Slater going to be whipped into the corner here by Godfather. He's got the back of Slater. He's going to try and put him up over the top rope here, but he gets a back elbow to the face from Heath Slater. Elbow check. And a rake to the eyes into the corner. As we see a huge clothesline sending Slater out. We have our final two men. It is Blue Meanie and the Godfather. One of these two men will be the winner. Will have the Fuck the World title. They will have the title that so many men entered this tournament to try and get. 74 people in this Super Brawl series leads to these final two, and Godfather is already up on the top rope. Blue Meanie trying to push him off, trying to get the title, but he's not able to. A rake to the eyes. Some dirty play from the ECW veteran. As you see, Godfather gets sent up onto the top rope, and he's gonna get put down again as Godfather does another back elbow to the face of Blue Meanie. Neckbreaker by Godfather to Meanie, and now he's gonna pick Meanie up, and he's calling for a timeout. This is your chance for a title here, Godfather. You lost the tag titles not too long ago, last night, on Raw's War. You want to be able to get a gold back on your belt. Do you not? As we see the two face off once again. Godfather backpedaling against the ropes, and he gets kicked against the ropes by Blue Meanie, and now he's got Godfather. He's got him over the top rope. Will he be the winner? Will he be able to kick him out? Will he be able to push him? Blue Meanie taunting him, and now he's pushing him with all of his weight, all of his might, trying to get Meanie. Yes, Blue Meanie is your Fuck the World champion. He is your new champion and the winner of the Super Brawl series.